First and foremost, I want to appreciate well-meaning Nigerians that have lent their voices to condemn this call for interim government. Mr. Speaker, interim government is unknown to our laws. Interim government is undemocratic. Interim government is not something that we should support. Taking into consideration that our democracy is a young one. At this point, I think it is our duty to do everything within our strength to support the current democracy that we are enjoying, to strive and then stay. I mean, the people that are making this call, I see them as the enemies of this country. These people don't have the interest of this country, and I believe their acts is unpatriotic. So that's why I want to beckon on my colleagues this morning that they should join voices with all the bodies, all the well-meaning Nigerians that have condemned this call, so that as the House of the Common People, which will represent the interest of the common people, I think we have a duty to also condemn it, and then also advise the people that are aggrieved to wait for the outcome of the litigation before the courts. They can't take laws into their hands. The matter is already before the courts. I think the outcome of the matter before the court will resolve the whole issue. Mr. Speaker, I call on my colleagues to support it, and I so submit. Thank you very much.
I represent Eastern Northeast, Eastern Southeast, and I'm from Edo State. Mr. Speaker, as much as I appreciate my brother and colleague from the South, I think the security agencies should do their work. If you are asking for a different government that is not known to law, it's treasonable felony. Year in, year out in this house, we budget billions of naira to the office of the NSA and the other security arms. Is it not a shame that the security agents will come out and say they have the names of people that have muted this type of government in this country? You will not arrest them to prosecute them. You are wasting our precious time telling us to condemn it. Mr. Speaker, if this government is alive to its responsibility, if it's alive to its responsibility, this should not even be an issue that will be dissipating energy on in this house. People are dying every day in this country. Killed by bandits, killed by hunger. Go to hospitals, they cannot be attended to. Children cannot be afford to go to school. We are debating what is not in this house. Then, do we even have a government in this country? If the government cannot perform between now and May 28, they should resign and go. Because this is not even an issue we should be discussing here. How can you wake up and you tell us some people are discussing interim government? In the first case, if we have a rule of law in this country, we will not even have the issues we are having now. We watch Kenya, we call Kenya a small country. They went through an election like this country. In a couple of days after the main election, the Supreme Court had decided the matter. It was not an issue to be discussed. In a constitutional democracy, Mr. Speaker, the rule of law is key. We should go fix our rule of law. So for anybody to come here and we are telling us that somebody, some people, group of people are muting an idea that doesn't yet tell us who the people are. They once told us in this country that they know the people behind Boko Haram. Boko Haram has wreaked havoc in this country. We have spent billions of naira on this, and this same government. Mr. Speaker, can you shut these nerveless people, please? I have the floor. If you have the floor, you talk. Don't disturb me. That's the typical APC character. Mr. Speaker, thank you for your protection.
Thank you.
A government that has spent billions of Nigerian naira has said that they know the people behind Boko Haram, yet you won't name them, you won't prosecute them. In that same card that is being played today, so if they don't have any new thing to tell us in this country, they should just pack their bags and go. So, Mr. Speaker, in summarizing this, I think it's a waste of time for this parliament to even begin to discuss, begin to debate a non-existing issue.
Mr. Speaker, this motion is highly interesting. It's highly interesting because the key aspect of this motion is, can we find in Nigeria who have called for an interim government, number one. Two, Mr. Speaker, if we find such a person, I liken this matter to what is happening in New York as of today. Why do I say so? It took the New York police almost 20 years to be able to discover that there's discrepancies in the activity of the former president of USA. Mr. Speaker, I'm aware that since after the election, those who agreed have taken a constitutional line of thought by going to court. I'm also aware that the president-elect have also called that he wants to work with everybody and form government of unity. I'm also aware that recently, a few weeks ago, the state security services of this country, funded by this parliament, speculated that it's aware that some disgruntled Nigerians were asking for interim government without naming any. The subject of the issue now, does it mean that the state security agencies are speculating? It's strange, very, very strange in the history of this country that the chief of the security agency can speculate without naming them. Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, the question we come about is that what are the ingredients that make the culture of democracy? Those ingredients that make the culture of democracy is fact, rule of law. And this National Assembly and zero down to House of Rep is the temple of democracy. Can the temple of democracy discuss what is not fact? Can the temple of democracy discuss issues that are not available? The question is, this garment of everything, this motion, is centered on what speculation? Can the National Assembly dissipate energy on speculative issues or facts? Mr. Speaker, in as much as this National Assembly is the symbol of democracy that brings sanity to democratic government and governance, it is incumbent in us to be known to discuss facts, not to discuss issues that are in the real.